Hey everyone, my name is Sharon Miranda. I'm a senior sales director with Mary Kay, and you're watching Boss School, and we are on class number 3, which is all about coaching your appointments. This document that we're actually going to be reviewing was made by National Sales Director Auri Hatheway, so credits to her for an amazing training, and we're going to be reviewing and just kind of putting in our twist. I've been in Mary Kay for 12 years, so I'm going to share some of my insight and some of my experience. So, we talked in the previous class about booking, and we said that booking is the lifeline of your business. So, if booking is the lifeline of your business, then coaching is the heartbeat. Okay, so remember that if something is worth booking, it is totally worth coaching because coaching really is the art of keeping your appointments. Okay, in every business in the world there are going to be reschedules and there's going to be cancellations, but if you coach those appointments, you keep more of those appointments and you avoid a higher percentage of cancellations, so that way you have a higher rate of appointments that hold. Okay, so we will be reviewing, like I said, the Pink Boot Camp documents, and we're going to be talking about class number 3. So I'm going to go ahead and show that on screen, and this is what you should have if you have it with you printed out and you can take notes. So class 3, right, is the art of keeping your appointments and coaching, some coaching wisdom. So coaching, like I said, decreases cancellations, increases your hold rate. It's really not luck, it is work. And there's a plan and there's a strategy. It's just simply following through and doing each and every step. Okay. So 80% of sales require at least 5 attempts. Okay. So the coaching is going to help you with that. And then it requires 5%, at least 5 attempts. And guess what? 44% of people quit after just the first try. So most people, almost half the people, will not see, right, the results just because they quit on the first try. So you want to always be consistent and keep going. If it is worth booking, then it is worth coaching. That is from Mary Kay Ash herself. And the goal of coaching is connecting. Remember that we are in a people business. So we are building relationships with our Mary Kay business. And when you coach your appointments, okay, you are literally building that relationship, that connection with the hostess who could potentially be your next team member, with the guest at the party, right? Who's going to be your potential new customer. You are really already building a connection with them, and it makes a world of a difference when the date of the appointment comes around. Another thing is that connecting with your hostess often is very important. So when we book an appointment, there can't be a big long gap of just silence. There has to be constant communication. Hostesses are vital to grow a successful business. So we want to be generous and we want to be communicative with them. Okay. So let's talk about when we book a party. Let's just say we book a party, and what is some of the steps that you should be looking out for, that you're making sure that you're checking off. One of them is getting the guest list. I'm going to tell you right now, if you get no guest list, it's pretty much equal to having no party. The guest list is gold. So how do you get that? You simply expect it. It's what's expected. It's what I tell them. Hey, we're going to have a party. I'm so excited on Saturday at 2. So we're going to go ahead and work on your guest list. Okay. So that is expected. The initial guest list really is the back of the profile card. So if you're booking from your bookings, like we talked about in our class number 2, when you book from your bookings, when you're at a party and you're walking away with other parties, right, and you're asking for the referrals, and they list all these names and numbers, that list of names initially is your guest list, because you're going to book them for a second appointment that you're going to turn into a party, and then all those people that she referred you to can now become her guest list. Okay. So that is beautiful. When you work your business full circle, everything kind of starts falling into place. The other thing is memorize and repeat the booking script. that we give you so you can turn any appointment into a party, okay? The other thing is once you have that guest list, you are the one who is going to send the invitations. So I know that at a party, for example, they give you the names and numbers, but you're going to tell them all the perks of why you're going to send out the invitations and what they're going to get out of it. And you're going to ask her for the addresses. I send out invitations, okay? It makes a huge deal. Don't leave that responsibility to anyone, okay? It's your business. It is your goal. It is whatever you're trying to accomplish, right? It is yours. It is not theirs. So don't put your success in anyone's hands. You take ownership. You're going to take the reins. You're going to send out the invitations, okay? Because you don't know if they're going to do it for you. They may say they are, but they may get busy. Maybe they didn't have the time. No one's going to work your business with intentionality like you are, okay? So RSVPs on the invites, when you put the RSVP, make sure it's your number, and that you give them you offer them a gift for RSVPing. Okay, the gift normally is that mini hand lotion, and I do send invites as much as I can through snail mail. Okay, old school, I know, but old school rules. All right, let me tell you why. Because normally people are getting bills, they're getting just bills and just junk and advertisements. And when your super cute invitation comes in, handwritten with their name on it, stands out, it's unexpected, and they get excited. They put it to the front of their mail right pile and they pay attention to it. I put stickers. I make sure it's handwritten, that it's very personal. I put their name. I always say to the beautiful, Susie Q, and it kind of reminds you of a middle school note when you were younger. It's just cute. It's very personal. And I think that in the world that we live today, a lot of things have become very impersonal, right? Because it's a mass text or a mass email or a mass social media invite, and it's very impersonal. But when you take the time to do that personal touch, it really does make a difference. So once you have the guest list, now you've sent out the invitations, you have their numbers. Another key thing is to take the time to either call or text each guest, okay, and pre-profile them. Why do we pre-profile them? Well, there's three reasons that we pre-profile. First, it's going to help you plan for that party. It's going to help you pack for that party, and it's going to help you reduce time. So these are a couple of questions that you definitely want to ask each guest before. Plus, this is your opportunity to make that connection. For example, have you ever tried Mary Kay skincare before? Yes or no, right? If she says yes, then you want to ask her a couple more questions just to make sure that she doesn't already have a Mary Kay beauty consultant. Which best describes your skin type: normal, dry, combination, and oily? Why do we ask this question? Because it helps you pack and know, are you going to have a lot of combination skin there? Are you going to have, dry? Make sure I have my dry formulas packed up and ready to go. Select your biggest concerns, right? Are you concerned about fine lines, uneven skin tone, puffiness, breakouts, reducing pores? I want to ask a couple of those things because that way I know if I need to bring a specific product or a supplement to that party. Sometimes I will bring, right, things that will help be a solution for that individual person that told me that they had, acne problems, and it may not show it at the big setting during the party, but I do definitely show it to them when I do that individual consultation. So, for example, when I'm sitting with them, did you have fun? And I go through all the sets, and we're making the sale. I tell her, "Hey, Susie, I remember that when I asked you those questions when I first texted you, that you said that you had some acne issues. So I brought this product I wanted to show you before you leave today that I think may be a great solution for you." And then I will individually talk to her about her need, and that will help me either help her find a solution, right? And it also helps me upsell and show her another product. So that's another reason we ask that question. Another question is, after your beauty session, will you share your feedback on the experience? Yes or no? Okay. So that way, we can learn, right? Constructive criticism is always good, and you can see what she liked, what we maybe can get better at the next appointment. So those are a couple of basics when it comes to party planning 101. Okay. Now, if you keep going in the document, it's going to show you how to coach in different scenarios. So, for example, this one, and I'm not going to go word for word because I want to review another document, but this one, for example, is an in person coaching because there's different types of coaching, and we're going to talk about those in a little bit. But this is an in person coaching, and this is a hostess. Okay. So, this is a 3 days prior to the date of the appointment, a phone call. Okay, what happened? So, for example, you're making sure that she has RSVPs. How many does she have? How many do you have? And encourage her to get more people. Encourage her to get more people so that way she can also earn her hostess gifts, right? So that's another party planning 101 is what is your hostess gift? What are you incentivizing your hostess with that she's going to win, that she's going to be excited, so excited that she wants to earn it all. And that's why she's going to invite all her family, all her friends, all her church members. She's going to invite the whole community because she wants to get what you're offering her. So, what do you offer your hostesses? That is key, you guys. I ask consultants all the time, what is your hostess gift? And I will say that the majority of them, a lot of them, they don't have one. They don't have one. They don't know of one. They're not sure, or they go back and forth. But I would say, there's a lot of hostess gifts or programs out there. Is kind of look at what your director suggests, maybe what your national suggests, maybe look around, but just stick to one that really excites you because whatever excites you, when you share about it, since you're excited, people can see that, people can hear that in your voice, and that is going to sell them on it. They're going to want what you want. Okay. So just as long as you're excited about it and they're winning too, then I would say just go with that. But I am going to show you two options of hostess gifts that our national sales director, Auri Hatheway, uses, and it's this one, okay? And it's this one, and this is the one that you also find in the pink boot camp manual. And it says you earn a 50% discount. So when someone decides to book a party, okay, they get a 50% discount when they have on their entire purchase. Okay, it's like a shopping spree at 50% when they have six or more guests present at their party. Okay, so six girlfriends there with you, you get 50% off everything that you want. Okay, now when they have 10 guests, they will receive a free hydrogel patches, which is a $40 value. So that is an incentive. So they're getting, if they have 10 guests, they're getting free hydrogel patches. That's a $40 gift for free. Plus, they get to shop at 50% whatever they want. Now, the other incentive as part of this program is that when two guests at their party book their own party, she will also receive a free microdermabrasion plus set. Okay, so when she has 10 guests, she's getting her hydrogel patches free. She is getting a 50% shopping spree. And then when two of her friends book a party, she's getting a free microdermabrasion. So you can see how she's going to be telling her friends, you need to do this, girl. You can totally do this. She's going to help you get the bookings because she gets incentivized with a free microdermabrasion. She's going to work her friends and invite enough people to have at least 10 guests because she's going to want to get the free hydrogel patches. So what is it that you are offering your hostesses, right? How are they winning? So let me show you another one. This one I personally use, and it's worked very well with me. Like I said, they all kind of work. Oop. All right. Let me find that screen share again. All right, here we go. So this one is $200. So this is another idea, another hostess program. This is $200 when you party with me. Okay, let me just get this a little bit bigger for you guys. $200 free when you party with me. And if you see the 200 is broken down in separate bonuses. Okay, so for example, $25 when they hold the beauty session on the original date, meaning that once she books, she's locked in, she doesn't change that date or the time, she already automatically gets $25. I personally like this because people will hold that time, and it helps me manage my time better. Another $25 when she has 5 guests over 18 years of age who do not have a beauty consultant. When she has 5 guests, she's already 25, she's already $50 in. Okay, so people get very excited just for holding the session and having 5 guests. They already have $50 free with me. Now, when I sell $300 more in that part or more in that party, she gets another 25. And when I get 2 future bookings, she gets another 25. So that's the first 100. And then the other 100 bonus is when she gets $100 in sales and outside sales of people who cannot attend. So I will match her $100 in sales of people that couldn't attend the party, but maybe she has people who live outside of the state, or maybe someone is sick, but they still want to purchase. It counts towards her parties. When she collects $100 in orders, outside sales, okay, of people that are not at the party, I will match her $100. Okay, so I love that bonus. People love that bonus. I'm not the 50, I'm not making any money, but I'm not losing any money, and I am moving products. So I absolutely love that, and my hostesses are super happy about it. This is something extra that you can do here on the bottom right. It says a free mascara when you provide guest list within 48 hours of booking the party. So that's just an extra incentive that you can do. And this is another example of a great hostess program. So like I said, there is a variety out there, and this is, you saw one that our national Auri Hatheway uses, and you saw one that I've used before. They both work. Which one gets you more excited? Which one gets you more excited? That is the question. Okay, all right, so now we're going to go ahead and review the 4 types of coaching, because there are different types of coaching, and this is a lot to review, but I'm going to try to do my best to do this as fast as possible. And what I did, my friends, is that I actually took some pictures of my old school Mary Kay University manual. Okay, and these are the 4 types of coaching. One is facial, a one-on-one facial that has its own coaching. Okay, a one-on-one facial, and we're going to talk about that. So that is one. Number 2 is you're coaching a hostess. Hostess. Number 3, a guest to a party. And the last one is a guest to an event. All right, so there's a coaching for facials, one for hostesses, one for a guest to a party, and another one is guest to event. So let's go ahead and review a facial. And I hope that you guys can see this well enough. I wonder how I can get rid of this. Okay. If somebody can let me know or nod their head that you can see this. Pretty good? Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, awesome. Okay. So if you can see the number one, the first one is the facial, one-on-one facial, right? So what you want to do is handwritten thank you card before the appointment. All right. So for example, Martha, thank you so much again for helping me reach my goal. I just knew that I can count on you. You've always been a great friend. See you Thursday at 6:30. So that can be a little cute note that you send her, or it can be a text, right? This right here on the right is an example of how that would look, a handwritten note, like literally looks like you're in middle school, but people love it. People love it. And then you send a text reminder, right? Hi, Martha, can't wait to see you on Thursday night. What's the best way to get to your house again? I'm already packed and going straight from work. Thank you again for helping me with my 30 Faces challenge. So grateful for you, my friend. Gonna be a fun time. Okay. And then there's another handwritten thank you card after the appointment. So you see how there is continuous conversation, there's thank yous, there's reminders. That is very important. Now, here is the hostess, okay? So once you book the appointment, you're working with her, you're getting the guest list, that party planning 101, you're getting the guest list, you're doing the pre-profiling, you're doing all of that. You're sending a thank you card, right? Thank you card after the appointment, okay? And then you're sending her, okay, so what we're gonna, this right here, this example, sorry, I got confused. This example right here is you're doing that one facial, right? So this is the same person. Martha, we did a facial with her. Now at that facial, since you're working full circle, right? You're also reserving her for her second appointment. You're turning that second appointment into a party you can see that we're sending another thank you card saying, Martha, thank you so much again for helping me reach my 30 facials goal and kickstart my business. I had a blast connecting with you. Can't wait to see you again next Saturday at 2 with your friends, with love as much as you did. And your friends will love it as much as you did. So you can see that Martha, we booked her for her facial, we did all the coaching, and now she's is becoming our hostess. So we send her a second thank you card. Okay. Now, we also want to send her reminder guest list text. So again, I'm reminding her to work on her guest list. Hey Martha, quick reminder that your free mascara expires today, right? 48 hours later. In 48 hours, if you give me that guest list, you're going to get a free mascara. It says it right there on that hostess program. Don't forget, you had some friends to send the invite to that weren't on your original list. I'm going to post it below. Just copy and paste. So I'm going to send her a script that she can follow. I'm going to send her the picture, whatever goes with that reminder. I just want to make life easy for my hostess. I want her to just copy and paste. Okay. All right. Perfect. Again, here is a hostess wish list thank you note. So this is again just another thank you note. Martha, can't wait for your next appointment and to do your makeover. So she is kind of getting her to think about what she wants to earn for free. Okay. This right here, text hostess about RSVPs. So this is another thing about another way of showing her how to text her guests, okay, on how to get RSVP. So for example, hey Martha, I'm so excited about Mabel, Candy, and Christy. They're coming. Sarah is so upset she can't come, but I'm getting together with her next Tuesday. So you'll still get your hostess credit. Oh, and Candy is bringing a friend. I haven't heard from Jenny, Erica, Amanda, or Liz yet. I just sent them a reminder text with your invite, but will you copy and paste the message below to all your friends? Thanks. You're the hostess with the mostest, girl. Can you talk real quick about this tomorrow? Okay, so in other words, what I'm doing here as a consultant is that I am, since the RSVP number on the invite is my number, people have been RSVPing to Martha's party to me. So I am reminding her who has already RSVP'd, who I haven't heard from. And as you can see here, Sarah, her friend, can't make it. But because she can't make it, I already rescheduled her for another date, but that still counts towards Martha's party. So you see how it's taking ownership, it's working everyone, not making sure nothing falls in between the cracks, and continually communicating with your hostess and helping her, okay? Giving her the scripts, reminding her, okay? I promise this is all worth it. All right. And then a couple of days prior to the party, you want to call your hostess and just talk and review what the class agenda is going to be. Okay. So, for example, her second appointment is now her party. I'm telling her that I'm going to be at her house an hour before to do her appointment, and let her know that since she's going to be just dolled up and she already took that skincare class her friends are getting, she's just going to be my assistant. She's going to help with the raffles and she's going to help with all that good stuff. And kind of tell her what the expectation is. Okay. And then after the class, what am I doing again? I'm sending Martha another thank you card. By this time, Martha has received 3 to 4 thank you cards from me. Okay. And then you always want to invite your hostesses to layer them again to an event, to something different, but that's still plugging them into Mary Kay. So when you invite Martha or a person to an event, you want to give them, obviously, you want to invite them, you want to give them the event flyer. And I love this idea of also offering them 50% off one item when they go to an event. Okay, so for example, Martha, I'm so excited for you to meet my Mary Kay sales director, Christine. She's going to love you. Here's your invite and a coupon for 50% off any item of your choice. Let me know what you want so I can bring the product with me. See you tomorrow night at 6:45. Okay, so now Martha did a one-on-one facial. Martha became a hostess. She's plugged me in with all her friends. And now Martha is going to an event and getting another discount, which is a 50% off one item of your choice. Okay? That is the spiel when it comes to coaching a facial, a hostess, and someone inviting them to an event. Now, that is one type of coaching. The other coaching is when you're now coaching the guest. the guest of the hostess, right? And again, you're going to make an invitation to the party, and you're going to either show your hostess how to text this out, or you're going to text it out yourself since you have the guest list and you have the numbers. So it's something as simple as this. Save the date. Martha invites you for a fun pampering party on Saturday, April 8th at 10:30 a.m. at her house. RSVP via text to me for a gift. Invite a friend and receive another gift. Can't wait to meet you. Martha's favorite, Anna Mari, Martha's favorite MK girl. Okay, so that is when you are connecting and texting for the first time the guest on the guest list. They're getting the invitation and that cute text. It's letting them know that when they RSVP, they get a gift, and if they bring a friend, they get a second gift. So I'm creating urgency here, and there is an incentive for them to reach out fast. So here you go. She reached out. Thank you, Anna Mari, for the invite. I will be there. What do I send her? I go, yay, party time. You get a gift. And you send her a picture of the gift with their name. What happens when you go to a store and you see a mug with your name or a keychain with your name? I think everybody has to at least stop and at least touch it, or everybody looks for their name. People love to see their name. It is important. It is personal. You send them the little picture of the gift with their name. Would you like to end your makeover with a lipstick or a gloss on Saturday? And then that's just, now I'm reconnecting and I'm starting a relationship with them. Okay. Now, they respond, so cute. I'm so excited now. Do you have a pink matte lipstick? And then I say, yes, you're going to love it. Got a couple of questions for you. This is the pre-profiling. Is your skin ivory, beige, or bronze? I'm beige. Perfect. Is your skin normal, combination, or oily? She says it's combination, and her nose is super shiny. I go, girl, Saturday will be your last day with a shiny nose. By any chance, is anti-aging a concern for you? And she says, absolutely. And I go, perfect. We will have we will have a few anti-aging products on the market that reduce oiliness. Is there anything else that you about your skin that you would like to change? She goes, no, no, not really, except for my puffy eyes. And I go, I will bring my eye soothing gel that depuffs. I can text you the link if you want more info on it. Last question. Have you ever tried Mary Kay before? She goes, thanks. Yes, send me the link. I've tried it a long time ago at my cousin's house. And I sent her the link to the soothing eye gel. So do you see how the pre-profiling comes in? How exciting. Like it all has, there's a reason, or there's a, what is the quote that says something, there's a something with the chaos, or there's a reason for the madness. There's like a whole point to this, right? Okay, so for example, the last thing that we talked about is that she did try with her cousin Mary Kay. So I go, and then I ask her, is she a consultant? I'm sure I know her. We're all sisters in Mary Kay. And then she responds, actually, I don't remember her name because it was such a long time ago and I haven't heard from her since then. So I go, okay, cool. Just a reminder, when you bring a friend, you get another gift, and she gets a gift when she RSVPs with me. So feel free to pass along the super cute invite. Have a great day. See you Saturday. And you resend the invitation. Okay. And then you do it all over again. Okay. To every single guest. That is how you build relationship. That is how you create connection before the appointment, and they feel like they know you when they walk in the door, and they're excited when they walk in the door. Again, another handwritten thank you card after the appointment. At this point, Martha has received a lot of thank you cards, and her guests are also receiving thank you cards. And this is again the same thing we already saw about how to invite a guest to an event. I have this document that I created just taking pictures of my old MKU manual in a PDF form for you guys. So you guys will get everything that we just saw. Okay? Everything. Because it's a lot to digest, but I want you to see how it really doesn't have to be something difficult. It's just following through the steps. It's being thorough and doing all of that. So it really does work, guys. It makes a huge difference in your parties. Okay. All right, perfect. So I know that was a lot of talking, but it's worth reviewing because it really makes a huge difference. So at this moment, what I would like to do, because I know that we're cutting it short for our class, it's almost done, class number 3, is I want to bring on, I brought a guest today, and let me go ahead and pin her with me. Okay. So I just did a party, a debut for brand new consultant Danielle Green. And Danielle, everything that you just um, heard us talk about, and you heard me talk about, she experienced with her debut. So when you're a new consultant and you do you're about to do your debut, you're kind of like your own hostess. Okay, so I was coaching her as a host, as if she was the hostess, and then I coached her to coach her guest. And I want, and she was like, "Wow, okay," because it was work, but we did it. She did it. So I want her just to kind of give us a testimony of literally experiencing doing all of these steps. So go ahead, Danielle. Thank you so much for your time.
Hello, everybody. So, um, I want to start by saying that the coaching piece has probably been a weak link of mine. So when Sharon sent the scripts and the exemplars for me to kind of follow, that was very, very helpful. Um, I was kind of in a little crunch time, so I had to modify the way I did it just a little bit. But even in that, it still worked. So it shows how flexible this system is. And I'm a sucker for systems. I love systems because it just makes it easy. And so I did everything. First of all, everything she told me to do. That's the first thing, everything she told me to do. And so I sent out the save the date, and people were excited and saying, yes, I can come. Some people said, I got to check my calendar, or yada, yada. They also received the invite in the mail that Sharon sent, and I did let them know that they would be getting something in the mail. So I'm like, you'll be getting something, so keep your eyes out in the mail just to try to create some excitement with that, getting something in the mail that wasn't a bill. And then the gift with everybody's name on it. So I did the little mini hand lotion, put it in a cute little bag, stuck a label on it with their name. And that was a big hit. People were like, oh my goodness. And one guest at my party was like, I thought that was just for me. I thought that was just for me. And I see everybody else has one like it. So that just goes to show how special she felt when she got that with her name on it. So that was like another day of, okay, I'm making contact. And then I had to end up putting, I think, my 1 day prior and 3 to 4 hours prior, I kind of put it together some kind of way. But I did pre-profile them. Hey, do you have a quick second for me to ask you some questions about your skin? And it was just another like, okay, she's for real. Like this is not play, which is how I felt like they kind of took it. And then it was okay, I'll see you tonight. And so they had to be like, yeah, okay, yeah, I will. I'll be there. It just made it harder for them to say no. And then the first to arrive, getting a gift was a hit because apparently there's always somebody who is really going to be after all of the free stuff they can get. So one of my guests busted in my door like, I'm here, where's my prize? I'm the first one here, where's my prize? So that was exciting for her. So the bottom line is it worked. I did it and it worked. And I did not feel awkward when my guests came because I had been connecting with them. Now, granted, I knew them, everybody who was coming, I personally knew, but I can foresee that with someone I don't know, the guest of a hostess, that building that connection in that relationship will be beneficial.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Danielle. And she had an amazing debut, guys. And it was fun to see the very, like she mentioned, the very first guest literally opened the door. She walked in, she was a hoot. She goes, I am here. Where is my prize? Like that is what that's the first words out of her mouth coming into the house. And when I heard that, I was so excited because I was like, wow. So she literally, like, she was paying attention to the text. She got excited. She made sure to be there early, and not only did she get an extra raffle ticket, but she got a little prize. And, you can tell that she felt special. And, and once you set that as the first experience, those guests, if that's their first experience of what a Mary Kay party in your business is, they're going to see how professional you are, how well treated they were. And when you want to book them to then for them to do a party for you, they're going to be like, okay, I see how you work. I know how you treat people. I want, I feel safe sharing you with my friends, and let's go ahead and do this. So it is important and it makes a big deal. So thank you.
Sharon, I want to say this too, because in every group there's always somebody or a few somebodies. Because my one of my good friends, when I sent the text maybe the 2 day, 3 days prior, 2 or 3 days prior, and she was like, "Girl, if you hadn't sent that text message, I had forgotten all about it." And so, which is understandable, people are busy. So, I was glad that I had sent it for the folks who just need that gentle reminder of, hey, this is actually going on.
Yes. And I also shared a tip with Danielle. She's a very busy person, about the goodie bags and sharing the pictures as part of every time they RSVP'd. And I said, just do this. In the meantime, it makes life easier. So what was it that worked for you that you did? The little bag.
So,
Yeah.
so I did the little bags, and I actually, because I could not figure out, Sharon, how to attach my little name tag to it, I ended up, because that was my plan, like, okay, let me put this here and then just switch it. So I ended up doing them. I
Oh,
ended up doing them all.
okay.
But I did appreciate, like, it clicked like, oh, use a label, use a mailing label, just a regular envelope size mailing label. And I just wrote in a peak marker. It was simple. I just wrote everybody's name on it and I stuck it on there.
It was literally very similar to this.
Yes.
That's it. It's nothing out of this world. It's nothing, super expensive. Their name is key. But what I told her, I said, listen, leading up to the event, if you don't have time to make all 10 goodie bags, just use one goodie bag and just place, a paper with their name and then change out the names for the picture purpose. And then you have time before the party to make more goodie bags. So again, thank you so much, Danielle. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you more.
Oh, thank you. All right, my friends. So I wanted you to hear her testimony, how important it is to follow these steps. Okay. So just follow through, follow through, follow through. And let me go ahead and make sure. Okay. I want one more thing to share with you. Give me 1 second. All right. So we're going to go ahead and finish with some Mary Kay words of wisdom.
We don't hear anything.
It's just music for right now. You guys don't hear the music? You don't? Okay, I hear the music. Let me make sure. Let me see what's happening.
You share the screen?
No? Let me stop my share.
Did you click to share your sound from your computer?
Yeah, it should be. Let's see. Let me try one more time. You don't hear anything? Yes? Nothing?
Entrecortado.
Okay, with that, I keep stopping it because nobody's. Okay, I'm gonna play it.
No, no se oye.
That is so odd because normally you can hear my videos. I don't know how to fix that last minute, so I don't want to take more time. Built-in microphone. We'll try it one more time.
Can you drop the link on the chat?
What'd you say?
Si puedes poner el link en el chat.
Yeah, I will. I will put the words of wisdom from Mary Kay Ash in our YouTube description too for those who are watching the playback on YouTube. And thank you so much for being on. We're going to take a picture, but I'm going to stop the recording. And that was class 3. I hope you learned it is a lot to digest, but really it is worth you reviewing it. It is worth following each step. It makes life so much easier when you have a system, and it makes you duplicatable in Mary Kay. It makes you duplicatable. Do you know what that means? That when you're duplicatable, people can follow what you do. And it helps you train them because it's so easy. It's a system, and they just repeat and repeat and repeat. And then you have a team of people repeating. And then after them comes more people repeating. The system, you're duplicatable, everybody's trained, and everybody is growing. So it is worth it. And thank you so much again, Danielle, for your testimony of how it made a difference for your party. All right, guys, thank you so much for being connected on class 3, which is all about coaching, the art of keeping your appointments. And I'll see you on class number 4, which is all about the money selling.